If you are struggling with being productive, you set goals for yourself or you create to-do list every day, but day in and day out, you find yourself failing to be productive at the things that you have set your mind to do, then this video is for you. The results that will come out of our lives at the end of the month or at the end of the year are basically an accumulation of our day-to-day habits. Therefore, if you want to change the results that you're producing in your life from one month to another month, all you need to do is to change your habits. This month can be very, very different from last month if you only learn and incorporate new habits that can help you to be productive. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 very small habits that you can start implementing today and that are guaranteed to make you more productive and help you achieve your goals as you practice them. For each of those habits, I'm going to tell you what the habit is, why this habit is helpful for you, and how you can get started implementing this habit. The very first small habit that will make you more productive is deciding what the most important task of the next day is before going to bed every night. This is very simple. What it basically is before you go to bed every night, think and ask yourself, what is the most important thing for me to accomplish tomorrow? If you've come across this book that's titled Eat the Frog, that's the entire concept in that book. Every single day, ask yourself, if tomorrow is a productive day, what would it look like? What would I have done? And pick only one thing. E.g., today, my most important task was filming this YouTube video. And I decided that yesterday, just before I went to bed. That's all you need to do. Just decide, put it in your mind that tomorrow I'm going to do this task and it's going to be the most important thing that I do tomorrow. Now, why is this important? This is very important because every day we have 24 hours. And most of us, especially if you are not very productive with your time, the 24 hours that we have in a day just comes and it goes. If I ask you at the end of every day, what did you do with your day? How did you spend your time? You'll probably struggle to remember, oh, I woke up, I ate breakfast, maybe I spoke to somebody, maybe I went to work. But that's all you'll remember, the things that you did, the process things. But what was the most important thing you achieved today? If I ask you that question, it causes you to actually think and reflect about what you did and why it was important. We are all doing things every day. Every single minute of the day, we are doing different things. But is what you are doing important for that time? Is what you are doing important for that day? You may be doing something important. For example, I have to file my taxes. It's a very important task. But do I have to do it today or can it wait till tomorrow? You see, that's why this habit is so important. And if you are able to nail down this habit, you find yourself more productive and more likely to achieve your goals because you would have spent every day doing the most important task for that day. So it's going to take you 5 minutes before you go to bed. You can do it while you're even lying in bed. You can do it just before you go into your room to sleep. Just ask yourself, if tomorrow is a productive day, what would have been the most important thing that I did? Pick that thing that comes to mind, and then tomorrow just do that one thing. You don't have to be productive 24 hours a day, but decide this is the one thing I'm going to do that is most important, and then just do it. The second habit that will make you more productive is by having deep work sessions. So there's this whole concept of deep work. Basically, it is a period of time. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 1 hour, it could be 2 hours, where you only do one thing. If you are seeing a trend, you only do one thing. So if you decide that you are going to have 30 minutes of deep work today, you set a timer for 30 minutes and you pick one thing you are going to do. Just one. It could be as simple as filing your taxes. It could be as simple as updating your resume. And you set a 30-minute timer and you only do that one thing. You turn off notifications on your phone, put your phone on do not disturb mode. If you need to go to a different environment, if you need to tell people that, I'm not available, if you need to block out your calendar, you do everything that you can do to protect that 30 minutes of deep work that you have allotted every day. Now, why is this important? Again, we are all very busy. Everybody is busy. We have 24 hours a day and we are all filling those 24 hours with something. When you are working on your most important task, if you don't carve out time, heads down time to work on that thing, you find yourself falling into the trap of distractions. So while you're working on your most important task, your phone rings and you answer the phone, and immediately you've switched your mind away from your most important task. Or while you're working on your most important task, you remember, oh, I'm supposed to pick up groceries. I'm supposed to pick up something from downstairs. And then you stand up from your chair and you go and do that thing. But having deep work sessions is a commitment to you. And I want to just challenge you. Deep work sessions do not have to be 2 hours, do not have to be 4 hours. You can start with wherever your focus is right now. When I first started practicing this, I used to do 25 minutes. I would set a 25-minute timer and I would do one thing. And at the end of the 25 minutes, I will allow myself to feel a sense of accomplishment that I have focused on one thing for 25 minutes. So decide, you can start with 10 minutes, you can start with 15 minutes. When you have implemented the first habit and you know the most important thing you want to do every day, pick a set time, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 10 minutes. And in that time, do only that thing and do not allow any distraction. The third small habit that can absolutely transform your life is keeping a distraction list. Yes, it may sound weird, but if you've ever tried to meditate or pray or do anything that requires you to be intensely focused, then I'm sure you've experienced where you're trying to focus on something, but almost immediately, like, thoughts just flood into your mind. Everything you are supposed to do. You're meant to text this person. You're meant to call to that person. Something that finished in the fridge. Something that you need to do. Like, everything just comes into your mind and it feels like you're struggling to focus. What I've learned and has helped me is to have a distraction journal. And this can be as very simple as pen and paper that you keep beside you. As you're doing your deep work, and this deep work could be anything. It could be reading a book. It could be watching TV. It could be praying. It could be meditating. Any thought that comes into your mind that has nothing to do with what you are currently doing, you write that thought down. You write that task down. So as you are, let's assume that, I'm making this YouTube video right now and a thought comes into my mind that I need to take out the trash. I take my distraction journal and I write it, take out the trash, and I leave it there. This is so powerful because as you are trying to focus on a task, thoughts that come into your mind, they're like open loops to your brain. If many of us just keep them in our mind and try our best to focus, we are like, no, focus. But the more we try to ignore the thoughts, the more we try to just focus by willpower alone, our brain keeps running around in circles because to our brain, there's an open loop. But by writing the thing down, by capturing the thought and writing it down, you are essentially closing the loop. You're telling your brain, I've heard you. Thanks for reminding me. I'll get back to it later. And by doing that maybe it will take you like a minute or 5 seconds to write it down. You can immediately return back to your object of focus. Try this habit and let me know what you think. It is actually very, very powerful. The fourth small habit that will absolutely change your mind, and if you've been watching this channel for a few months, you won't be shocked by this. It is reading. Reading is a habit that I swear by. Reading absolutely changed my life, and it continues to change my life till today. There's so much power in books that have been written. Like every problem that you have, somebody somewhere has written something about it. Either it's a blog, a newsletter, or a book. Someone somewhere has had the same problem, solved it, and written about it. Reading is so powerful. Reading allows you to go into the mind of somebody else and solve your own problem. And the reason why this habit can change your life is because history has shown, any survey has shown that most of the world's most successful human beings, entrepreneurs, leaders, they are all readers. They all swear by reading. Reading expands your mind, it strengthens your brain's muscle, and who doesn't want a stronger brain? Reading can sound very scary to someone. Like I tell people, I read 36 books a year. I read 3 books a month, and people are like, wow. Wow. But there are people on Mark Zuckerberg's internet that reads 100 books a year. Okay, I'm a learner. But my point is, like, do not allow all these stories scare you. Decide just 10 minutes a day. I'm going to read a book for 10 minutes a day. And it doesn't even have to be books. It could be a blog. It could be newsletters, 15 minutes a day. Pick a block of time and read something that expands your mind, right? I recently came upon Paul Graham essays, and I recommend them to anyone who is interested in finance, startups, entrepreneurship. I'll put a link to it in the description box below. The essays there are short essays and there are longer ones, just enough to fill a 15-minute reading block. By just taking the time to sit down and focus on reading, you absolutely can transform your life. The last but not the least small habit that I guarantee you almost will change your life this year is actually journaling. And I always discounted journaling until in business school I actually took a course that was titled Interpersonal Dynamics, and as an assignment every week I had to write a journal, and the prompt of the journal is very simple, and I'm recommending the same prompt to you. It's basically writing what was the most important thing that happened today, or what was something that happened today, how did I react, and why did I react the way that I reacted. That's the three prompts. So an example could be, today I recorded 2 YouTube videos. Okay, how did I react to it? And I could have said, I didn't react, like I had no reaction. That could be the answer. And then the prompt now says why. And then it could be, I don't know, is normal. And the power in this journaling is in the why. Journaling is so powerful, and it's so powerful especially if you want to be successful in life, because many things that come out of your life come out of your mind. If your mind is in a confused state, if you are not self-aware about who you are, your triggers, things that you like and do not like, your pet peeves, where your boundaries are, you'll find yourself over and over and over making the same mistakes. Those mistakes can be easily avoidable if you just spend time to pay attention to yourself, your mindset, your thoughts, and one way to bring those things to life. Because many times these things are very hidden, like they're very, very well hidden inside you. Most people will not agree that they have limiting beliefs. Most people will not admit that they have negative self-talk because they're not aware of it. It's very unconscious. But by journaling, by actually taking down to write, why did you react somehow? Why are you upset when your coworker said XYZ? Why did you feel stressed when XYZ happened? Why did you wake up in a bad mood? By actually taking time to reflect on your actions, you will begin to expose the hidden things in your heart, the unconscious beliefs, mindsets, programming that you have that is actually running your life. Because everything you see on the outside comes from the inside. Like the iceberg principle applies everywhere, even to you, right? The goals you set for yourself, the things you reach for in life, it comes from what you think about yourself, what you think about the world. So I admonish you, I've spoken a lot about this, is journal. It will absolutely change your life. Let me know what you guys think about this small habits and which one especially you are going to be practicing. If you enjoyed this video, then you definitely will enjoy my video about how to level up and invest in yourself this year. I'm going to link that up here for you to go and watch. Thank you. If you are new here, please subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to grow my channel this year. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.